Alright, we'll continue on with the sculpturing. We've got them up on our whatever you call this thing, piece of pipe. We can turn them this way. You can see you working on his face a little bit. He looks a little slab-sided, so we better beef up this other side a little. Beef it up a little bit. I warmed up my clay a little bit, so but it's cooling off again now. It's not very warm in this house. Rub it between my hands, warm it up a little bit more. I'm kind of going by my picture of my moose that I sculptured because I couldn't find any good broadside ones, so I went by a moose I sculptured a long time ago. I took it down to the shore, take some pictures of it because I was going to try to make some art out of it by having a moose on the shore, which is usually where they're at. So, anyways, beef up this leg a little bit. Smooth this stuff out a little. Try to get a little bit better hurry with it. Smooth her down little by little. Now, if I had the time to take, but my uploading takes, let's see, an 18-minute video takes me over 4 hours. So I really don't have very fast internet. So I try to keep the speed up on when I'm doing this stuff. So it's not so much doesn't take so long to upload it. So I know that's not your fault, so just excuses I'm giving you. Or I don't get more videos out, or why I don't take more time with them. Besides, you get the idea. You can take as much time as you want with your sculptures. Just trying to show you the general idea, and I just enjoy sculpting, so we'll get this going. So you get the lumps and bumps in the right spots. And of course, when the clay is cool enough, you gotta hold down one spot to make the other spot work. Maybe we'll lift his head up a little bit. Make him look a little more alert. Push the front leg back a little like he's just standing here. And Rearrange his back legs a little. That one's about ready to fall apart. I'm not getting them smooth as I like when I'm working them. I always put a lot more detail in this stuff when I'm doing it just for myself. Of course, you know, some people say that's not as very good a sculptural quality. You know, one good sculptor I know, he says, leave the fingerprints in it. Don't make it perfectly smooth, you know, which I can see his point on that, because then you got your, you know, it's art. So, got this big hole in his side here, so we better fill that in so he looks a little healthier. We'll put this leg forward because it already is. Smooth this out a little. I like it a little smoother. And we'll make this one just a smidgen longer. This video, I mean. And we'll turn this here so you can see the tooling. Fix his head a little bit. Could make his neck a little thicker for a rutting bull moose. But we'll probably leave it like that for the time being. And see what you can see here. I'll make the moose have long nostrils. That they can close when they go stick their head underwater. And then where the eyeball goes, make an indentation. Then we'll do the other side. I've gone all the way through to the other side with the nose has got to be a little flatter. Got to get more of a chin. More of a chin. Like yay. And it looks like his cheek is a little bit weak there, so I might put some up there too. So there we go with that. Oh, that was a hard chunk of clay there. You know, I have taken some of this clay a while back, and I'll add, if it gets too stiff, I add mineral oil and Vaseline to it in a double boiler type situation, so I can make it so it's softer, you know. So I never knew about making it soft or buying softer clay or harder clay or until just lately. So it's one of those things. Live and learn. Live and learn from watching YouTube. Let's see where I got them here. Got that one eye here. Starting to crack because it's getting so hard. This is, I bought this clay at Hobby Lobby in a big block. And it's called plastiline. Plastiline. When I was a kid, I used to buy stuff at the dime store, It was, oh, that's not in the right place. We'll put this one right here. Something like that. It's getting pretty close there. I'll put it in from this side. So anyways, it would come in 4 blocks in there. You can get it real cheap. And you've seen me do this before, where I make a couple of eyes, little tiny ones, make them about the right same size, stick them in the eye sockets. This one needs a little more clay. Something like that, I guess. Make yourself a eyebrow, roll it up between your fingers, make an eyebrow, cut it off in front of the eye, make the underneath eyebrow. Sometimes you can pull it up with your finger so it doesn't smash down the eyeball. There, that one's in somewhat. And we'll do that side and smooth out that back leg a little. Anyways, we'll do this other eye. This eye looks bigger than the other one. But you know, when I was a kid, I used to leave them like this for days because I didn't want to mess them up. And then all of a sudden I get the courage to try to make them better. So then I would try to make them more even. And sometimes if you look at them, you're better off bending the nose and making a new eye. So these aren't too bad off. There they are like that. And then we'll stick an ear. And I could cut hair in it and stuff like that, but I'll let you use your own imagination for the hair. Put this moose's ear on. They have relatively big ears. Push it back a little because I'm going to put the antlers in the front here. In front of the ears. Make sure everything's where it's supposed to be so you can see it. So put that ear on. And we're running longer on this side than we were on the other 2 spots. I think I got 3 spots on this one. So anyways, there's his nose. We'll put a bit of a mouth here. And then we'll stick his antlers in. Put his head up a little bit higher so he looks more alert. See? He's like sniffing now. He's looking around, sniffing. Take that down there. And then the antlers go in right about here. Smooth that over. Put a little lump on the top, because bulls have that little lump before you get to the antlers. And then I make my antlers before I set them on. So, and a lot of times I'll make them both at the same time, so they're pretty even. We'll flatten them down a little bit so they go like that. Flip his ear back up. So we'll flatten this out, pull up a tine there and a tine there and a tine there, because usually the ones in the back are smaller, and then you can make them a little bit bigger as they get to the front, and you got your brow tines like so. Squish it down flatter so it doesn't fall off because of the weight. And there goes this one. Goes on. Squish it down. Turn the brow tines up. Grab some more lumps. Put them together, warm them up. And there you might not be quite enough yet. Grab one other lump. Warm them up. We'll have to call that pretty close there. Make the back one, then the next one, and then the next one, and then that one. Squeeze it down a little flatter. Make this front one here. And maybe we'll add another front one here. That's what we'll do. We'll add another front one right here. As you can see. Bend them up. Squeeze it down a little flatter. Put it on like so. Squeeze it in with your thumbnails so it embeds the wire into the antler from underneath. And look at that one, the wire sticking out. Oh, shameful. Anyways, then we'll cover these with a piece of clay so you can't see the wire. You can't see the wire. Well, you're gonna pretend you couldn't see that either, but anyways, that's about what we're gonna do for the time being for fun. I'll take it off and show it to you, get it up close up. Oh, the mighty moose. And turn his head around. You can probably see the wire. But that way, he's pretty close to done. Set him back on the pipe. Make his legs so like he's jumping. Or one running. Make him like he's running. Make his hind leg come in. The other hind leg go back. So when you're on here, then you can move them. Then you can do your own drawing and stuff from them, if you'd like. Or just make them stand. And I used to just, you can, instead of